The moose is the largest deer on Earth, yet even a giant can be overwhelmed by the smallest enemies. Thousands of blood-feeding ticks cling to its ears, neck, shoulders and back, turning every movement into silent suffering. The worst infestations gather in places it simply cannot reach, where they feed relentlessly, day after day. Every tiny bite steals a little more blood, weakens its body, and leaves its skin painfully irritated. The moose rubs against rough tree trunks, shakes its massive head, and twists its neck in a desperate attempt to find relief, but most of the parasites remain firmly attached. Sometimes, what defeats one of nature's strongest animals is not a predator, but a quiet burden it can never remove on its own. Just as the moose seems left with nothing but endurance, small, tick-eating birds descend from above. They land cautiously on its broad back and shoulders, carefully searching through the thick fur for hidden parasites. The moose remains perfectly still, as if recognizing that these tiny visitors pose no danger. One by one, the birds pluck blood-filled ticks from places the giant cannot reach on its own. Every parasite removed brings a small measure of relief. Biologists describe this quiet partnership as a remarkable example of mutualism, where each species gains a better chance of survival through cooperation, proving that even the mightiest animals sometimes depend on the smallest allies. One precise peck at a time, the oxpeckers begin removing ticks hidden deep within the moose's thick coat. Patiently searching through the dense fur, they pull out parasites lodged around the neck, ears, shoulders, and upper back. For the birds, every blood-filled tick provides a rich and nutritious meal. For the moose, each parasite removed means less blood loss, less irritation, and a welcome sense of relief. As more oxpeckers join the effort, the heaviest infestations gradually disappear. The giant's tense muscles begin to loosen, its restless movements slow, and calm slowly returns. Sometimes, the greatest transformations in nature begin with the smallest acts of cooperation. Freed from much of its parasitic burden, the moose slowly returns to the wetlands and boreal forests it calls home. These quiet marshes, rivers, and dense woodlands provide the ideal habitat for the world's largest deer, offering abundant aquatic plants, shrubs, and shelter throughout the changing seasons. Moose are naturally solitary animals, spending most of their lives peacefully browsing through vast northern landscapes. Yet the very thick coat that protects them from bitter winter temperatures also becomes the perfect refuge for ticks during the warmer months. Nature is filled with remarkable adaptations, but every advantage often comes with a hidden cost, reminding us that survival is always a delicate balance. Wetlands are far more than a refuge. They are the moose's primary source of life. Throughout the year, these rich northern habitats provide the food and water needed to sustain the world's largest deer. Moose feed mainly on willow leaves, tender shoots, aquatic plants, and other vegetation, growing in shallow ponds and marshes. A full-grown adult can consume more than 30 kilograms of plants every single day to support a body that may weigh well over half a ton. As they browse, they naturally shape the landscape by regulating vegetation, creating pathways used by smaller wildlife, and dispersing seeds across wide areas. Far from being just a massive herbivore, the moose plays an essential role in maintaining the health, diversity, and ecological balance of northern wetland ecosystems. Beneath its massive frame lies a body perfectly adapted to life in the northern wilderness. Long, powerful legs allow the moose to travel effortlessly through deep marshes, flooded wetlands, and heavy winter snow, while its broad, flexible hooves spread its immense weight across soft, unstable ground. It is also an exceptional swimmer, capable of crossing wide lakes and rivers and even diving beneath the surface for several seconds to reach nutritious aquatic plants. Keen hearing and an extraordinary sense of smell help it detect predators and other dangers long before they come into view. Yet, despite these remarkable adaptations, none of these natural advantages can fully protect this giant from the countless tiny parasites that silently cling to its body, feeding unnoticed beneath its thick coat. Despite weighing more than 600 kilograms, the moose is far from invincible. Wolves and bears may prey on calves or weakened adults, but its most persistent enemy is often the tick. These tiny parasites feed on blood, damage the skin, and can spread diseases that slowly undermine the animal's health over time. As their numbers increase, constant irritation forces the moose to scratch, rub against trees, and waste valuable energy that should be used for feeding and surviving harsh northern conditions. Biologists have found that heavy parasite burdens place enormous stress on the body, reducing fat reserves, weakening the immune system, and lowering the chances of surviving long winters. Sometimes, the greatest threat in the wild is not the largest predator, but the smallest one, quietly feeding out of sight until even a giant begins to weaken. In nature, relationships like this are known as mutualism, where both species benefit from working together. Oxpeckers use their sharp beaks, remarkable eyesight, and patient movements to locate ticks hidden deep within the moose's thick coat, places the giant could never reach on its own. One careful peck after another, they remove parasites feeding beneath the fur. In return, the birds enjoy a steady supply of protein-rich food without the energy and risk of hunting. The moose gains relief from blood loss, irritation, and constant discomfort, while the birds secure an easy meal. This simple yet effective partnership allows both animals to conserve energy, improve their chances of survival, and reminds us that evolution has shaped not only fierce competition, but also extraordinary cooperation throughout the natural world. As the oxpeckers take flight one by one, the moose slowly walks back into the wetlands with a body that finally feels lighter and more comfortable. The constant irritation has eased, and the giant returns to its quiet routine among the marshes and northern forests. There is no winner and no loser in this remarkable encounter. Only two species, connected by cooperation, each helping the other survive. Nature reminds us that survival is not always determined by strength, speed, or size alone. Sometimes, the smallest creatures can create the greatest change through the simplest acts of partnership. If you enjoy authentic wildlife stories and want to discover more of nature's remarkable secrets, subscribe to the channel and join us on our next journey into the wild.